Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. This is another video for you guys. I apologize if I haven't been constantly doing my videos. It's just your girl just been lazy enjoying her summer. So school was stressing me out and I just needed time for myself because I was about to get depressed again and I didn't want to be in that mood. So I apologize if I haven't been constantly like I used to say and everything. So if nobody knows me, my name is Milagros. You call me Miracle, Millie, whatever it is. It's easy for you guys to call me. It goes for you guys. You could follow me on Instagram and Snapchat is down below. Subscribe me as well and that little red button down there. And I'm gonna do this tutorial of my makeup and a story time together because my school's like in a couple of weeks, so it reminded me when I was going to my high school when I was a freshman. Right now I'm finishing my bachelor's for business administration and minor in music industry, and it just reminds me of like when I first started in high school and like how proudly I might have viewers that are going to high school and how high school was for me, and I like to share you guys with that, so that's what I'm gonna do. So now introduced, let's get into it. So I did my primer and everything. I'm not gonna say the product, I'm gonna have everything down below, sorry. So I will have that, but I'm gonna say I did use my primer. My primer was an E.L.F hydration face primer. I freaking love this. I can see that here. I love this color. I actually love this one. It's very smooth. It's not cakey. It's not sticky. It just goes right into my skin perfectly. I did notice using my primer before I use any foundation or concealer or anything like that has helped me to have a smooth as look. So my look is gonna be from last week. I went to New York with my cousins and a couple of my friends. Had an amazing time. I loved how my look came out, and I'm gonna redo it. So yeah, if I mumble, it's just I'm trying to remember what colors did I use because it was like last week. Hey, your girl got issues. Your girl got issues. Okay, so we're gonna start that. So when I went to high school, I was graduating 8th, and at that time to go to high school I applied. So I was applying to high schools. Not like these days that now the school district tells you what high school you should go to. But at my time, we applied to whatever we want to get into, okay? So I was not interested of going to any high school. I was not that type of person that like when you're little, you know where high school to go to, you know what college you go to. I wasn't that type of person. It was like, okay, whatever's open, let me apply, and whoever accepts me, I'm just gonna go. Like that's how I am. I'm very chill like that. I don't freak out like, oh my god, if I don't get accepted here, like where the fuck I'm gonna go. It's just like, okay, well if I can get there, bum, I'm gonna be sad, but I'm gonna keep going towards my dreams. So that's what your girl did. So I went to this high school. It's called Arts High Schools in Newark and Jersey, and it's a performance high school, and we had different majors. We call it majors. So we had art, we had drama, we had television production, we had dance, and then you have your music, where it's a vocal and instrumental. So I went for music instrumental because since I believe in the 5th grade, I was playing the violin, and if you guys don't know, I am a violinist. I've been playing for, I could say right now, like close to 18 years, and I'm getting tired of it. Like I'm like overdrained of like just playing because I've been playing my whole life. I'm just like, okay, I don't want to play anymore, but I do love music, so that's my minor. And when I was applying, some of my cousins went to that same high school, so they were just telling me like, hey, this is where you had to do, this is where you had to go. So I did that, and I went to this local place in Belleville. I love this man. This man, if you're in this district and you're seeing this video, I recommend him. He is the best of the best. And without him, I wouldn't be how I am with my violinist. His name is Mr. Serrano. He had his own business while he's teaching in school. It's Serrano Academy, and I love this place. Like, without this place, I don't know what the hell I was gonna do with the violin. I didn't even know what string was it. I didn't know what, like, I didn't know anything, like anything about the violin. And I was just like, oh my god, like, how I'm gonna get in? Because for you to get to Arts High, you need to know your shit. Like, Arts High for us is kind of like the Juilliard, like, the Juilliards. Like, you need to know your shit to get in there. And I was like, fuck it, if I don't know, where the fuck I'm gonna go? So I was like, whatever. I go to him and I tell him, like, hey, my name is such such, and I would like for you to train me to go to Arts High. He said, okay, no problem. So he trained me. I remember till this day. Couple of my whole summer of that time, I was just practicing with him, making sure I had the right tone, the right numbers, the right tone to play the violin and all that stuff. Your girl was freaking out, okay? Because I never done this before. And he was like, don't worry about it, I got you. We're gonna go through it, whatever. And that's how it's gonna be, okay? So I remember till this day, I go to this man after I did my audition, and I went to Arts High to audition. I had two other friends. My other two friends didn't want to do it. So we're like, I was like, you know what? If you don't want to go to school, I do, because I'm not trying to hear it from my parents. Like, no, you gotta go to school and all this, whatever. Okay? And it was one of the best schools in Newark. So I wanted, so I went and I did the audition, and I was freaking out because I remember it was this old man, and I remember his pin was up to here, and I loved this old man. I had him through until it was my sophomore year, so I only had it for 1 year because he was retiring, and I remember his name. His name was Mr. Chuck. I couldn't forget that name because he was the most hilarious music teacher I ever had in my whole life. And he didn't play. Like, you better know your shit. You better know your notes. You better know everything. Like, you better know this from your eyes closed. Like, that's how serious he was. But he was cool though. He was fun. But like, he was that serious. So I'm freaking out because I don't know all this stuff. So thanks God, Serrano did this recommendation letter. Sorry. People like to have their cars loud as hell. And where is the freaking brush? Sorry, I'm just trying to find my brushes. Because your girl went out and I don't know what happened to all my brushes. Oh, here we go. Okay. So that's what happened. I was freaking out. Thanks God, your girl did what she had to do. She did the audition. I rocked with the old man. And a week later, okay, so after that, you do your audition. You think you're done. No. You're not done. They take you upstairs to the library, and you have to take these tests. Okay. You had to take these tests. Okay, I like this better. Okay, so you had to take this test. It was math and English. And then you wait until they tell you by mail or by call that you got accepted. A week later passed by, and I get to my house, and I get this call or this letter saying that I got accepted to Arts High. I was freaking out because I'm like, how the fuck did I get to Arts High? Because your girl's not good in math or English, so I don't even know how the hell I got into that, but I did. And I passed, so I spent my 4 years there. So at the time when when you become a freshman at Arts High, you need to go to this program that's so stupid, but they have it. It's called Summer Bridge, and it's like for you to meet all your classmates. What the fuck I'm doing over here? Oh my god. So yeah, so you meet all your classmates that are gonna be with you for 4 years, and I have my route, I have my craziness, because that old man, like, if you curse, he give you a freaking 0. If you freaking, if you missed out of like some assignment, you get 0. It was like everything you did was 0. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm done with that. So that's how it's gonna be. And he's like, oh, well, do you know the song? Mind you, I don't know all of these songs. So that's what happened. And I was freaking out because I don't know none of the songs that they were making me play. Honestly, I forgot even what the song was. I forgot what song was it. I just know that I had to play a song, and he made me play it in front of everybody, and I freaked out. And that was my first performance at Arts High. My freshman year, I still remember. I was freaking out because I never performed in front of an audience before. If I say that, it's because when I went to my elementary school had lines, didn't have the format of how you play in an orchestra. So when it came down for me to play at Arts High, I freaked out because he put me in front. And I don't play in front, I play in the back. So if I messed up, nobody really knew who messed up. Only you and your friends did. So I didn't really have anyone to back on me on this. So I was like screwing myself. And I was like, girl, you got this. Until like the second song, and then I freaked out and I put my violin down and I put my head up. And I started to cry because your girl was like freaking out. Because I didn't know how to play. I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my freaking god. I don't know how to play this damn song. And he's looking at me like, you pick up shit. Like cursing me out. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't know how to play this damn song. And he's like, yo, just pick up the damn fucking violin. He cursed. He was an old man. He was like, well, like 70 years old, man. And he cursed at me. And until that day, I remembered that, you know what? It's okay if you mess up because nobody knows but you. That was my lesson. And I remember that old man looked at me and went to eat my head up because I was like, I can't do this. Like, I never played in front of everybody like that. It was in front of my other classmates, and I'm like, freak. So your girl has issues performing. That's why I didn't want to keep continuing. But yeah, that was my other craziness freshman year of high school. And what foundation I'm gonna use? Okay, so I'm gonna use, this is what I use. So I'm gonna use a NYX Total Control. I freaking love this. I tried with a brush and it was awesome. It really worked really, really good. Just make sure my blue don't call me. Okay. So that's what happened. Another accident when I was a freshman in high school. Excuse me. Was with guys. Like, every guy wanted to talk to you. So, thank God, group of friends that I had were cool as hell. Like, we had a lot of drama between us. And it was fun. It was really fun. I'm not gonna tell you guys, like, freshman year of my high school was, like, crazy. Like, really crazy. We were we're cool with everybody else. Every grade was like in every other. We were in their, you know, in their stuff, and they were in our stuff. And it was really really cool. And I really loved that school because it showed me how to really be myself. Like what I loved about that school was like it wasn't like other schools where like you all had to be kind of the same. Like in our school, like your personality and your gig was the way to get through school. Like you had to be very individual and show your talent. Like that's what I really loved about my school. It was like you could show your talent and be yourself, and like everybody would be okay with it and get name, or you had to be certain, you know, some certain people had to be in this group. Like everybody really got along. I don't remember if I was in fights. No, I was not in fights in high school. I never really fought. I really argued with guys. Really, I really had like guy issues. But besides that, like it was just fun year for me in high school. And till this day, I still miss it. Like, I miss my teachers. I do miss you will miss your teachers. Like, people that graduating high school, going to college, you will miss your teachers. I miss my teachers. I miss how they grade us. I miss how we get cool with them. Like, I just miss that completely. But everything else, like, it's just, it was everything. So like I remember that I had lockers, and like ending of your school year, like you had to like get a green paper. They would give you a green paper, and then they were like, oh, you had to get everybody signed. Let me get my concealer. So you had to get people signed, like letting profess, the principal know, like you gave them their textbook, and it was just like stupid ridiculous, like shit. Like we had to clean, like they gave us like bags on our lockers, and like we had to clean our lockers, and then we had to sign our stupid paper about like, because we didn't had periods, we had blocks. Like that was our schedule. I don't understand. I don't know if other people understand. I'm gonna tell you how it is. So blocks are 4 classes. So like, you know how you have your periods where you have all your 8 classes and you repeat every day the same thing. Well, at arts wasn't like that. At arts you had blocks. Only thing would be remaining the same thing would be your major. And so your major will be the same day, same time, but like everything else will be different. And you might have a different lunchtime every day. And I freaking loved about it because I knew I didn't have to do my homework. I had to, give my assignments at certain other days. So I really had to freak out like my other cousins and my other friends where they went to other different schools where they're doing the homework every day, and like doing that I really didn't have to do it. Like if I had English today and I would have it Friday, I would just do my homework on Thursday to hand it in on Friday because I wouldn't have that tomorrow. I would have that Friday work. And I freaking really love it. I hated the principal. The principal sucked. Really, really sucked. I freaking hated her. She really didn't give two shits about us. But everything else was fine. It was just like crazy shit. It was like crazy shit. Like crazy shit was like going on. Like I freaking love that school. Like so yeah, like that's how fun we had, and it was cool. I really had a great time there. Let me get this big pack. Let me get this big pack. Oh. So yeah, I had like amazing time there, and What else did we did in high school? It was like freshman. I'm trying to remember because it was like, woo, like few years ago. Like, girl, I don't even know what the hell. And then our gym teacher was like all different all the time. And then like, it was just like weird. Like I had a weird as math teacher, and like he would put his like feet up and like look at us like staring down. I was like, what the, like his room always smelled like really smelled like cigarettes. He always used to smoke, and we had class, like you would go to his class and like it would completely smell like cigarettes. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I know one of my classmates found porn in his closet. Like, what the hell is going on? We had that, and I was like, what the fuck? So we had like weird ass professors, really weird ass professors. Like, I would not. Did I have? Yeah, I had like weird ass professors. It was like weird. Like we had like a coolest professor. She left. Her name was Miss Mitchell. She was cool, down to earth. And it was like every day was like assembly. So like we had to perform some concerts we did because some people didn't go to our concerts. So then we had to play it in the morning. And then we had like assemblies. Like our lunch, I love our lunch because like we were so cool. Like we were so cool with everybody. Like we were able to like sit upstairs. So like there would be like a second floor and there would be like downstairs, and like freshman through junior year you had to sit downstairs, and then your senior year you were able to sit upstairs. So I had a great time because I knew some people upstairs and I would just like sneak in. And like the crazier part is like the way you sneak in, there's a door towards the auditorium. So you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the auditorium real quick and get some stuff. And then you just go upstairs just real quick before somebody saw your ass. Like honestly, it was so much fun. Like it was so easy to get away with everything. Like everything. I'm gonna use a little Conclear. Come on, outcap. Wait. Like I had like so much fun freshman year. Like it was crazy. I think there was like, what was it? I don't know. There was like a blackout. I think there was like a blackout. It was like mad crazy. We had like this like history teacher that every guy freaking loved. His name, like her name was Miss Whitley, I remember, and like she just had big booty, and everybody freaking loved her because every guy liked big booty, and it was just like crazy. Like honestly, it was like funny and crazy at the same time. We had like fun, like our pep rallies. Like we had teachers competition, and like we will say like who's like the hottest like teachers in there. It was like so funny as hell. It's like really funny. But I missed it. So anybody who's going to high school or finishing high school to go to college, like yeah, I'm really gonna miss it. It's like best times of my life being at damn school. Besides doing all the work, but like all that fun was like great. And then we're almost done. We're almost done, guys. So we do that. I don't know why, like, McDonald's, like, has been in my head. I'm about to tell that. Like, yo, we about to go to McDonald's. Like, I'm sorry, I have to stay quiet because, like, I can't do this mascara, like, while talking. I don't know why. Hey, my dogs are barking, so get hold of. I have 5 right now. I'll just go with it. I'm trying to convince my boyfriend, like, when we move in, like, I want to have, like, 2 dogs. So he doesn't want to, but. Where is my brush? I really can't find my brush. There it is. Here it goes. There it goes, one. So yeah, so about my boyfriend, going off topic, I would do a story time of how me and him met, and I'm like surprised like how it's been going, honestly, because like this really never really happens. And yeah, so, but going back to that, you know, I'm gonna use this other highlight that I bought. So I got this new highlight. It's from I know it's from E.L.F, but it's like this new product that they brought. It's like with this green package, and it comes like this. So yeah, it's very liquid, and it's like a golden. It's like a really golden powder, like a really golden. Like I just put that, and like you really could tell. You could tell. This is gonna be my new best friend of highlight. Like I always like to try new highlighters and like new mascara, like new things from different products, because I keep buying the same thing and sometimes I cannot find them. So at least if I can find the ones I love, I could use like a plan B, you know, highlighter or mascara. But both mascaras are from E.L.F and I freaking love them. Why there's I love this. I love this. Okay. So, oh, and then liquid. So then I did it with this color of lipstick, and it's from NYX Cosmetics, and it's like this like silver color. I use a silver color, and I'm obsessed with it. And then like sometimes I have to go like double or like 3 times because sometimes the color might not stay right, but that's the makeup. That's the style I did. You already know what happened to me in high school, and that's the only thing I have for tonight. I hope I will come with more videos and more story times. Bye guys.